At the 2024 Game Awards, we were gifted with the news that a new Sonic game is coming out next year, but it's not the one I think people were expecting. People were probably expecting something along the lines of a Sonic Frontiers 2, or maybe the reveal of another remaster, something along the lines of Sonic Heroes or Sonic Unleashed. But instead, what we were gifted was that there is a new Sonic game coming out next year, but it is called Sonic Racing Crossworlds. It's a new entry into the Sonic Racing series. The last one was Team Sonic Racing, and it's been a while since we've had a Sonic Racing game. So let's discuss what Sonic Racing Crossworlds could be. The teaser doesn't offer us much. It's just Shadow, starting up his car, and he races into a portal. Now, from the name Crossworlds, obviously people expect that, this is going to be kind of like dimension racing, right? And especially with the font of Crossworlds, people are thinking like something along the lines of, Sonic Prime, where they go to different dimensions. And that seems to be the case. So people found on the Sega Asian website that it was apparently found in the metadata that part of the description for Sonic Racing Crossworlds was race across land, sea, air, space, and time, and drift across dimensions. So we're going to be dimension hopping here. Now, what dimensions we go to? I got no clue. I don't know really what dimensions we would go to. Dimensions could be, because this is obviously called Sonic Racing, this is going to be a Sonic Racing game. Maybe not a lot of Sega characters. But maybe dimensions could, allow us the chance to go to nights, or something like that. Crazy taxi level. Something like that as a little fun Easter egg. That'd be cool. But what these dimensions that we race across are is anyone's guess. It's really anyone's guess. I think a big thing here is that it says that you can race across land, sea, air, space, and time. So from that description, we might be getting the transformed mechanic back from Sonic and Sega All-Star Racing Transformed, which I've never played, but from what I hear, people are like, that's like the best kart racing game that they've done, is that one. Which it makes sense, if you need to go on water, your vehicle turns and goes on water. If you need to fly, your vehicle turns into a plane or something. It's an easy mechanic, but it's one that works. And I heard people really liked that. So if they're gonna go back to that, that I think is only for the better. Why not just go back to what people wanted and do that? So that looks like that's what we're getting for gameplay mechanic wise. Gameplay wise, this is probably going to be a sequel to the Sonic and Sega Transformed. Will this be canon to the games? I'm going to assume it is. Team Sonic Racing is canon to the actual Sonic franchise, so I wouldn't. Nothing about this so far, obviously we know very little, but nothing about this would say that this isn't canon. So this could possibly be canon. So canonical wise, this will probably take place after Dream Team, I would say. Moving on then, there was the big thing where in the trailer you can see a Extreme Gear hoverboard in the it's not a warehouse, but where Shadow's car is. you can see an Extreme Gear in the background, and people are like, oh, are we gonna get? Oh my god, are we gonna get riders stuff? Maybe. I would say you would probably get a hoverboard as like a vehicle. And if that's the case, that is, I think, a great compromise. Because I know there's some people who don't like the kart racing. They want the rider stuff back. There's people who don't like the rider stuff. They really like the kart racing. I think a great way to mesh both together is have it be, it's both. You can choose to race in a car, or you can choose to race with Extreme Gear. I think having that be the best of both worlds, just mash them together in one big game, that would work great. And, I love the Riders series. And it's such a shame that they just don't make it anymore. I mean, we know why. It's because low sales is the reason why they stopped the Riders game. And, Free Riders was god-awful. So that's the main reason is money, and they just don't see a lot. But, hey, in the Sonic and Shadow takeover, Twitter takeover they did mention Jet. Jet was mentioned, and Sonic's like, we've been seeing a lot of, old friends come back, so I wouldn't be surprised if we see Jet again. Huh? They don't let them say that if they don't plan it. So, I'd love it if, Jet is a character in this. That'd be great. And now we can discuss that. Who are the characters? It can be freaking anyone. Like, seriously, it's a kart racer, so they'll bring in anyone. You could expect everyone from Transformed, and then I'd love if the Babylon Rogues came back. Jet, Wave, Storm, bring them back. Let's do this. Maybe we can not have Zavok, though. The Deadly Six can go away, I think. Let's give them a break. In canon, via the comics, they're back on Lost Hex. Sonic blasted them off again. So let's just keep them there for now. And we'll revisit the Deadly Six in another comic eventually. They don't need to be any more games. The Deadly Six can just be comic villains, where they're written properly. But this is just a nice little video of me speculating kind of what this could be. Am I excited for the game? Not really. I mean, it's Sonic, so I'm gonna end up getting it. I do need to see like a trailer, like a full-on trailer, right? Like, I'm not gonna say anything right now, actually, on whether I'm excited or not. I'm like, cool, a new Sonic game, but it's not what I'm dying for. When it comes to Sonic racing games, I prefer the Riders series. And overall, if we are gonna get a Sonic racing game, I prefer something like Sonic R, where you're just on foot racing, because I think that is what could differentiate Sonic from Mario. Mario's got Mario Kart. That's his racer. Sonic doesn't need that. Sonic had Sonic Riders as, like, the one with the vehicles, but I think also Sonic works just racing on foot because he's Sonic the Hedgehog. He's fast enough that he can outrun any vehicle, So I would have preferred that. But anyway, that is me just rambling here about Sonic Racing, what it could be, what could feature in it, what I would like from it. What I'd like from it is if it is a good racer. So there's that. And if this is, hey, if I'm hyped for this, I'll probably end up buying Team Sonic Racing. And probably Sega, Sonic and Sega Transformed. I'll probably just end up buying all the Sega Sonic Racing games and play them all. Why not? Let's do it. That'll be fun. Anyway, let me know what you guys think about this game in the comments down below, and I will see you all next time.